Hey, this is LaGuardia Acting Studio, and today I wanted to talk about, well, becoming a working actor. Is that a dream, or can that be reality? You know, being in quarantine as an actor sucks because you can't go to class, there's not too many auditions, no one's filming anything. It's hard. I mean, I know it's hard for everyone, but let's just go from the actor's point of view. Quarantine is no place for an actor. It's frustrating. And when something's frustrating to an actor, that goes back to the whole business of being an actor because it's a very frustrating business. But I'm really trying to get across the difference between, is this like a dream? Like if you tell certain friends and family, I'm going to be an actor, I'm going to be an actress, they laugh at you, either to your face or behind your back. Some support you, most don't. Most people think, it's fantasy. It's too difficult of a business. There's too much competition. You can't make it. The hardest part about being a working actor is not the competition. It's it's trying to maintain your life and your mental stability, whatever's left of that mental stability anyway, as you pursue this. Okay? Yeah, it's hard. I would say it's the hardest profession of all. And I dare someone to tell me something that's more difficult. But is it possible? Well, yes, it is possible. Now you can just look at it and say, well, somebody's booking all these roles, somebody's getting rich and famous. And do they have connections? Sometimes. Are they born into it? Are their family in the business? Yes, sometimes. But not all the time. Not most of the time. Okay? As difficult as this business is, and it is the most difficult, it's not impossible. All right? Does it take talent? Of course it takes talent. It takes talent. It takes really hard work. I don't know why people think acting's easy. Maybe it comes easy to you, but the art and the business, neither is easy. They both take a lot of hard work. They take persistence. It takes extraordinary dedication. It takes money. You know, acting can be like a slot machine. You keep putting money in, but not a lot's coming out. And I get that, and it's frustrating. But it's worth it. I am telling you, it's worth it. Because when you're a working actor, it's an amazing feeling. It really is. Now, people have different definitions of what being a working actor means. You know, what being a successful actor is. So what's success? To some people right now, if they got an agent, if they got a manager, that's successful. For some people, they already have an agent. And if they got auditions, or a lot of auditions, that would be considered successful. So let's say you have representation, you have the agent and manager, you start getting a lot of auditions. Now you need to book something. So let's say you book a TV show or a movie, and you get like one or two lines. Now that's amazing. And you're excited and you're telling everyone, and it's all over social media, and you're flipping out, and everyone's proud of you. And then what? That high fades pretty quickly. So on to the next thing. So then you're lucky enough to get some co-starring roles and some guest starring roles, and it's amazing. And then that will not be enough. And then you want to be a regular on a TV show. I want a recurring role, a regular role. I want to be on every week. So what was successful? Was it getting an agent to submit you to that show? Or was it getting to be a steady regular on it, a regular paycheck. You understand? So I got some small parts in indie films, and to an upcoming actor, that's amazing. But then you want something bigger, so now you're getting leads in indie films, and that's amazing. But then you know what happens? The film doesn't go anywhere, and nobody's heard of it, and so now you want big films, SAG films, films with celebrities, and you get a small part in one, and that's amazing. But now you want a bigger role. Now you want a bigger role. So success to an actor means different things at different levels. To some, they say, well, if I could just pay my rent with acting, that would be successful. And I tell people, if you really just want to pay your rent with acting, become amazing at commercials. Because that's really the way to go financially. You know, you could be on Law and Order, SVU 10 times, and not make half of what you'd make on one national commercial. So, what does success mean to you? The thing about acting is you can work hard for years and years and years. And I believe if you're very good and you're persistent and you hold on tight, you'll get somewhere. As long as life doesn't get in the way, because I understand what life getting in the way means, if you hold on, you can get somewhere. All right? And I don't say this because I want to inspire you and, hey, you can make it as an actor, but take my classes. I'm saying this because I've seen it. I've seen people, I've worked with people when they were nobody, and I see them rise. And I see now that they're in leading big films, lead roles in big films. I've went to school with people who didn't have connections, all of them. And I saw them little roles, little roles, little roles. And then major TV roles, major film roles. I've seen it. I remember being at auditions with actors that, were okay. And now, one of them was the lead on Fear the Walking Dead. Like, I've seen it. This is how I know. This is how I know you can go from nothing to somewhere. All right? But success is a tricky thing, what it means to you. But in this industry, here's what's exciting. There's always an opportunity. Every audition you get can be the one that leads to success. Every audition. Even small things, you don't know where they'll go. Backstage had an ad for a horror film. Super low budget horror film, no pay. And people did it. And that was the Blair Witch Project. And then a year later, these people were on The Tonight Show. These people all took in $1 million each just in back pay for that movie. Like, it broke every record. There's always a chance that a small indie does well in a film festival, and that gets your name out there. You just don't know. You just don't know. But every time there's an audition, even on Actors Access, every day there's a new audition. That can be the one that takes you to the next level. And from there, you can get to the next level. And from there... But what is success to you? Is it being praised as an amazing actor? That everyone considers, oh, she's the next Meryl Streep? Is that success? Is it buying a large home? Is it buying your family their own home and buying new cars? Is it just being able to pay your phone bill via acting? Is it being in a movie that people go see what does success mean to you? But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about, is it a reality that I can be famous and successful? Or is it just like everyone says, it's too difficult, it's too hard? It's not too hard. Okay? But that depends. Some people climb Mount Everest. It wasn't too hard for them because they needed to get to the top. All right? So depending on how bad you want this and how long you can stay in it and how long you can financially, emotionally, psychologically stay in this business and keep trying to get better. keep learning, keep growing. I believe it's not a fantasy. I believe it is a reality that you can make